What's going on, everybody? Wild Time here with another World of Warcraft video. It is time for the weekly mailbox clear out to see what we've got in our mailboxes from the auction house from the week. So we go 7 days, normally Saturday to Saturday. Today it's going to be Sunday to Sunday. And we're going to look at what we started with, gold for the week, and then what we ended with, gold for the week. So the things in the mailbox are all auction house, and we're going to look at the highlights, and hopefully you can find something that'll help you make some gold as well. The total, though, will be a collection of raw gold and gold from every other source that I've done. But what we're going to go through is the auction house sales. Before we do that, though, I'd like to thank everybody that is a subscriber. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of the channel members. I really appreciate that. If you are interested in being a channel member, there are some perks. You can click the join button on the link down below to check those out. And don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can also do a super thanks. This video, however, is completely free, so let's get right into it. We're going to start with Captain Fantastic, my jewel crafter and miner. Now, I made this guy my main basically because mining and herbing, the gathering professions, especially those two, are doing really well still. I mean, you can hit, nodes that are going to give you 500 to 800 gold each just for stopping and then mining the node, especially if you spec into like elemental overloading and stuff like that. It can be really good. So I've kept the mining, and then jewel crafting has been pretty decent. I will say though that I did spend 1 million gold on the elemental lariat pattern, which is probably a loss at this point. But the reason that I did that is because it's one of the only things that is going to give me skill ups that I can get, that people are buying. There are some other things that I can buy, some other patterns that I can buy that will give me skill ups, but they are not being sold as well. And then there's some things that I can get with rep, but I need at least 13 with Dragon Scale Expedition, and then I think 13 with Tuskar, or maybe even 15. So those are going to take a long time. So I just want to get level 100 with jewel crafting. Why? Because I messed up and I didn't take setting, which I should have done, because now the elemental lariat, everybody that puts an order in, they want a missive, and I can't put a missive in it unless I have settings unlocked with some points into it, and I need level 100 to open it, but I can't get level 100 unless I'm making some of these crazy expensive patterns. So that's why I'm down at least 1 million gold on this guy. That was my biggest sink of the week, and I'll be pressed to get that 1 million back, I think, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe the lariat's going to be something that sells all the way into the next raid tier, so I could end up getting that back, and it's best in slot for myself and for a lot of other characters as well. So with that being said, let's jump right into jewel crafting. 187 males, 94k right here in the first one. And if you go down through here, I'm still doing really well at the Crimson Combatant Jeweled Signet and the Amulet. These are PvP rings and necks, and you can buy the pattern for fairly cheap now. I spent like 25k each on the patterns, but they're not that expensive nearly now. But these are costing me about 300 gold each to make, and as you can see, they're selling 900, 1800, 900, 1100, 900, 1100, 700. So we're making 600 or more gold on these things very consistently. Just 22,700 just right here in these 21 sales. So that's really good. That's been steady income for me with jewel crafting. Just some Draconium Ore, Rousing Fire, Rousing Order, Rousing Earth, and see all these things, these add up so much, just mining. So I'm just queued for Solo Shuffle, or I'm waiting on forming a group for Mythic Plus, or I'm just flying around doing world quests and getting rep, and then mining at the same time and having some killer side income right there. So very good. Sundered Onyx Loop. This is, so with jewel crafting and other crafting things as well, professions. The profession tools have been very, very good. So, this is probably a 346, I think that it is. So this is the highest that you can proc for the green ones. Now the blue ones you have to have rep for to learn the recipe, and you can only do it through the crafting order system. But the green ones here you can buy off of the auction house, and these cost me about 300 or 400 gold to make. And look, it sold for 9,000 gold. And not, I mean, it did it more than once too, right? 9,000, 9,000. And so that's very, very good. These right here, these were the 339s, so still making over 1,000 gold on those. But this right here, I mean, this is like 18,000 gold profit right there. So that's really, really good. That, and then the chromatic focus as well for jewel crafting sells very, very good. You can see here the chromatic focus right there. Now this was, I don't know what item level this was. This was probably, these were probably all 346s, the chromatic focus. So you do have to probably use some good materials and have some points into your skill tree, into the correct places to get these to proc at a 346. But I mean, they cost a few hundred gold to make, and they're selling for 5, 5, 7, 7, 3,000. So it's very, very, very good. So making a lot of gold there. Split lens specs. These are transmogs. I try to keep one up in the auction house at all time, and they sell pretty daggone well. Yep, so 6K there. All right, let's go ahead and open this up and see what we got in the last 87. Okay, let's look at the last part of this mailbox opening here. We've got some more chromatic focus. This is Sundered Onyx Loop here, 1800. This was probably a 339. And then look at the Crimson Combatants here. Look at this. See, the price is all over the place, but some of these were 2,600 for the ring, 2,600, 2,700, 26. I mean, I'm making, 2,300 gold or so on these. And then somebody actually had bought one for 9,000 gold. Every once in a while, these things, the prices get reset to like 15K or 9K or something crazy. Sold a bunch for 760, sold one for 4,600. So you can see the prices just in the week have been all over the place, but still very good gold. 140K in this part of the mailbox actually. So altogether, that's what, like 230K that we're opening up. Look at this. Sundered Onyx Loop, the 346 for 14K. I mean, that's almost 13,000 gold right there. That is insane. Chromatic Focus, same thing, 346 for 14K. And this is going to be dependent on your realm. But the prices go up and down, but they go really up. Empty Magma Shell. Got that from the area where you do the Dragonbane Keep, kill the little lava slurpers. Chromatic Focus, these are 339s, still making almost 1,500 or so gold on each of those. Another split lens specs right here for 7K. Another Chromatic Focus for 14K. And another split lens spec for 7K. So the Chromatic Focus, look at this, 46K from these chromatic focuses. Crazy. All right, let's open all that up. And then I want to look and see what, like the increase of gold on this guy for the week. And it's going to be, like I said, that 1 million for buying the recipe is going to be down. But we'll just see how much that would be if I wouldn't have bought that elemental lariat there. Just out of curiosity. So we were up here at 1,281,000. We are now down here at 500,000. So we know that the million was gone. So we'll take the 500 minus the 281, and the increase in gold was actually about 220K gold increase. So if we wouldn't have gotten the lariat, this would have been 220K increase in a week. on just jewel crafting and mining, and that's definitely enough, at least in NA, to get you a month of game time. A token is like 150, 160k right now, and then have 100k left over. So check out that mailbox that I opened and see if you got jewel crafting, and see if there's anything in there that interests you in selling that's going to work on your realm, because you can get free game time like this, and you can make plenty of gold. So let's see what we got on our next character. All right, Turkey Club, Tailoring, and Enchanting. Now, this is an alt. I haven't done much with this guy. I need to level him. I was doing bracer shuffles where you would make the bracers, the Explorer's bracers, and then you would just disenchant them and get the Vibrant Shards. But the Vibrant Shards have went down, and the Wilder Cloth has went up. So it actually wasn't worth it this week too much at all. So let's just open up and see what we did get here. 83 males, 45k. Wilder Cloth Alchemist Robe. Now, this is worth it. All right, this is under 100 gold to make, and you get 900 gold back out of it, at least on this realm. The Tailor's Coat, as you can see, only 140 gold. The Enchanter's Hat, 257. The Chef's Hat, 29 gold. And this is really sad, because the Chef's Hat used to go for like 900 to like 2,000 gold, but now it's been like 30 gold. So it has completely been zonked in the market, which is ridiculous. You can see here some Sundered Onyx loops. So what I do, the weekly quest to fill orders, like jewel crafting says, fill 2 jewel crafting orders. What I'll do is I'll fill them on an alt, on something I know that I'm going to like resell anyway. So I just have them make these Sundered Onyx loops, send them over, and then put them on the auction house on an alt, which worked out really well, because this is like a 9,000 gold profit here, and this is like 1,000 gold profit here. Simply Stitched bags. These are actually costing like 120 to make, and so I'm only making like 70 gold on them. But you can see for the reagent bags, they're 190 here, but then they're 347 here, right? 351, 351. So this is nice, because you're making 300 something gold on them. This sucks because you're only making 70. So the prices are still all over on a lot of this stuff. Wilder Cloth bags, same thing, only making like 80 gold on them. Chef's Hat was 90 gold there. I think I just had some left over. You can see these bags here, 200, 200, 200. And then down here, they were like almost 600, which was really nice. Some more combatant stuff. This is a PvP recipe as well. The Wilder Cloth gloves. They cost about, I don't know, 1,000 to make, and sell them for 36, 36. And then the gardening hat also was doing very well here. Selling for 1,500 for a little while. So very good. 45k on this mailbox clear out. Let's go ahead and clear this out and go on to our next character. Okay, Beard of War, Blacksmithing, and Engineering. Now, I'm still making pretty good gold on old school blacksmithing and engineering patterns. There's been so much to do, though, with the new content. I've just been selling off the stuff that I've already crafted. I haven't done a full-on crafting session with my old TSM profile on this guy in a while. But nonetheless, we've still got 148k from 28 males on Beard of War. So let's look and see some things that we've sold. The Draconium Skinning Knife, Draconium Sickle, but look at this, the Draconium Pickaxe. Now this is a 346, I think. It's the orange star one, so the highest level you can craft, and cost me, a few hundred gold to make, and selling it for 1,500. So this is at least 1,000 gold profit here, probably a little more. So like 4,000 right here. The Draconium Pickaxes actually are selling very, very well. As you can see, though, I don't have a lot of sales from them because I'm not on this character a lot right now. I try to log in, craft like 3, and then list them, but I get lost in doing that and doing other stuff. But look, this one here sold for 2,700, and then into the thousands. 700, 700. So I should probably just log on to this character and just make a bunch. I should probably just make like 50 or something, and then just repost them throughout the week. That's going to be a lot easier than me like coming in, buying, crafting, posting. That way I can just post, right? Here's a Crimson Combatant's Draconian Wasteguard. Now this does cost me about 1,600 gold to make, selling it for 2,300. But it's a PvP recipe. You can buy it and you can craft it. Let's see, Phantom Blade, 9,400, and I've got a few of these left. I was crafting these because I have the recipe, which if you don't have the Phantom Blade recipe, go farm it in Stratholme, and you can Google how to farm that. I think I might even have a video on it, but you can Google that, Wowhead, and go to the comments and it'll tell you. But look at this, it's making me about 8,000 gold each. And so somebody had a bunch of these listed for like 1,200 gold, so I bought a bunch of them, so I didn't have to go through crafting them, and I'm selling them, right? So I paid about 1,200 for them, and they're selling for 9,000 gold. Laystone cost about 40 gold to make, sold for 1,500. Crafted Dreadful Stuff still selling. This costs about 100 gold to make, selling for 6k and 3k. Very, very good. The depleted Kyparium rocket. Now I probably made I don't know, several thousand gold on this. This one is a little more expensive to make, but you know what? Let's just pull it up here and see. I think it's engineering. Depleted Kyparium rocket. Looks like it cost me about 65k to make. Okay, so it does cost a bit to make. Mainly these Orb of Mysteries are like 20,000 each from the vendor. So made about 10,000 gold on that, which spending 60k to make 10, not really that great. But I actually switched this guy from another realm, so I've been listing this for a couple months and it finally sold. So I'm glad of that. And then Steelbound Harness. Now this only cost like 1,000 gold to make, so this is like around 30,000 or more gold profit right here. The only thing that holds you up on making this is that you need 50 blood of Sargeras, and as you can see, I've got about 37 right now. But if I log in and I just do the dailies that pop up for blood of Sargeras in the Broken Isles, I usually can craft about one a week. So if we look up here now, there's one that has one, there's one that has one here. You can also run normal dungeons and then they'll drop from the bosses. They have a chance to anyway. And then if you're a gatherer, you can do like herbing and mining and stuff and have a chance to proc them as well. But yeah, usually about every week and a half, I get enough to do that. But 148k right there. Let's open that all up and then let's see how much we have made here as well. So last week 2,084,000. This week 2,230,000. So what is that? 84, 230, about 146,000 increase. So that's good because I didn't spend anything on this guy and I've just been reposting, so not too bad. 146k. Let's check out next. All right, Shroom and Boom, mining and skinning. This was the guy that I first leveled up, mainly because I knew that skinning and mining was going to be very, very good, and it was. I've sort of slacked off on him because I haven't really been doing any other content with him. But this is just some stuff that I've got as I've been on here. Nothing really exciting. Lustrous Scale Hide for 788. Just some little bits of ore and Awakened Earth and stuff like that. And a technique, I guess, for the Cliffside Wild Drake for 433. So 3,000 gold. Not much, but not bad for only being logged in for like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes on this guy. So there we go. Add that to the pot and move on. Okay, Chubby Butter, the bank toon. I'm always surprised every time I check out my bank toon sales for the week because all this guy has is a bunch of transmog left over from Iron Docks that I've had for, a few months, but that have still been selling surprisingly. And just some random stuff, right? So this is where I send everything that I don't want to have bogged up on my normal characters. And we've got some really good sales, okay? Mystic's Robe, 9,000 gold. This is just a transmog that drops. Creeper Claw Great Sword. This is Iron Docks Transmog 2000. 900 transmog right here. Warp Scale Bracers Transmog 1100. Evermorn Ring of the Harmonious. I don't know why somebody bought a ring that's old school transmog for 5,000, but they did. The Orunai, I guess, Robe of Harmony, Iron Docks Transmog, just a green item, 7,000 gold. I mean, this is insane. Flaming Hoop. Now, this is a leatherworking craft that costs maybe 300-400 gold to make, so 2,500 on that. Inside's Gun of the Aurora. This is an Iron Docks drop as well. 9,000 gold. Very, very cool. Pistachio. This cost 50 polished pet charms. You can buy it from the Iskar Tuskar guy. And 5,000 gold there. Shadow Sage Amulet, and then Dark Whelping for 4K. The Dark Whelping, I've had this listed for like 30 or 40K for like 5-6 months. Finally, I just sold it for 4K. So 52K right there. Let's open this up and get a total on this realm for the week, and then we're just going to go check out our bank Toon real quick on my second realm, just so we get a total gold that I have all together. So let's select all. And again, we did lose some gold. We invested in some gold, right, because of that elemental lariat. But we had 5,859,000 last week, and then this week we're looking at 5,322,000 gold. So that's about 500K difference, right? So if you minus the lariat recipe, looking at about 500K increase there for the week if we wouldn't have bought that. So but the good thing is we've got enough gold to spend $1 million and get that, right? So we can level that up. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and check out our next realm and get an actual total for both realms that I've played on, and look at that. All right, bank sandwich, bank Toon on this realm. I'm just reposting stuff that I've had left over forever. Actually, since Dragonflight, I haven't even played on this realm at all. So anything I've had, I've just had sitting around. But look at this, 16K leggings of the Sable Stalkers. I believe this came from running the Antorus run, trying to get the shoulders on a leatherware by killing the trash before the first boss 10 times in an hour. I did not get the shoulders, but I did get these leggings, and they sold for 16K. And then this is something that you can craft as an inscriptionist, endless tincture. They used to sell for like 10K, but sold it for 2K. And Stormforged chest plate, Stormforger chest plate. I forget if this is a crafted item or if it is a drop. But anyway, 22K here, and this is going to be the increase in the week as well, because this is the only thing I've done is just opened this up and resold these. So let's look here. We're ending at 4,369,000. All right, so let's get a total for the week. Let's pop up our Math Whiz here, also known as the calculator. And we're going to do the last round, 5322. That, and then we're going to add 4,369,000, 9,691,000. So again, that is down from the 10.2 that we had last time, but it's because of the lariat. So either way you cut it, though, 9 million gold, you've got some gold to mess around with, right? There's some, you can do pretty much anything in the game like that. So I hope that what I showed you helps you some. Anything that I've done, you could always, you know, hone in on it and do it more to make more gold. I'm a fairly, I don't want to say casual player, but my focus right now is on getting the rated PvP mount, and then it's going to be getting the KSM mount from Mythic Plus. So the gold making I'm doing has been very like ancillary, like it's been done on the side. Like I don't log in and think, how can I make a lot of gold right now? I log in and I think I have these 2 goals, and I also want to keep making gold. So how do I do that? So what I'm doing here, anybody can do while you're actually playing the game, right? Like doing PvE and PvP. Okay, so gold making, I guess, it is playing the game because a lot of people just like gold making. But even if you're doing gold making on the side right now, you can do it really, really well. Just take some of the examples that I've done there, and you'll be good to go. So if you like videos like this and content like this, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, like the video, have fun playing the game, and until next time, I'll catch you all later.